Hello, my name is AJ, and I am playing the role of negative. My opponent, Sanfilippo, was being the affirmative and saying that social media does more harm than good. I will be refuting this. So let's take a look at some of the definitions that he has provided. The only definition that my opponent has provided is for the word social. Social is defined as being in situations and activities that involve being with other people. I do agree with this definition, but my problem is that social media was not being defined in this debate. He should have defined social media. After hearing my opponent's speech, I've discovered that he did not provide a criteria for this debate. A criteria is a concept so the audience knows which arguments matter for the debate. For example, the criteria for this debate would be social media, disadvantages, and advantages. My opponent, however, provided a burden but not a criteria. So let's take a look at his contentions. The claim for his first contention is social media allows cyberbullying. The data is as follows. As stated in the article on hashtag.org, cyberbullying is easily seen and more accessible on social media sites just because of the social freedoms that the cities allow us to have. This point is very important because the article is stating that social media platforms are where cyberbullying is taking place due to the amount of social freedoms that are allowed. Social media platforms are unintentionally not allowing cyberbullying, but they're also not putting a stop to it. For something such as cyberbullying to be able to thrive, some of the biggest social media platforms worldwide, with millions of users, is just sickening because thousands of suicides daily happen due to the social freedoms that happen on platforms such as Instagram and even Facebook. Social freedoms on platforms should be monitored more frequently because if social media platforms don't allow cyberbullying, then why does it still happen every day? As he was providing data for his first contention, one thing I noticed was that he said the word social media 3 times during his speech. But he never defined the word social media. The audience is then to assume what social freedom means by what he was describing. The warrant he provided for his contention was, the evidence is important in supporting my claim because the first is any social media platform that you visit, cyberbullying will be present due to the social freedoms allowed. Secondly, the evidence shows that social media allows cyberbullying because the social freedoms they do allow us to have can result in anyone typing whatever they want online. Lastly, the easy accessibility of social media defines why the evidence states cyberbullying is so easily seen and done so much more often. He again uses the word social freedom without giving a definition of what it means. I found his warrant to be a bit redundant. He should think of a warrant as a conclusion to an essay written for an English class, in which you state your evidence in a different way without it sounding repetitive. For his second contention, he claimed social media creates negative body language and unrealistic expectations. The data he provided for his claim was social media causes individuals to compare their bodies to others online, which can affect them both mentally and physically due to social media having an effect on the way a person feels about their body as stated by an article published by BBC.com. They also stated, in a survey of 227 female university students, women reported that they tend to compare their own appearance negatively with their peer group and with celebrities while browsing on social media. This point is very important because the article very clearly stated that women will negatively compare their own appearance and with their peer group, which is such a huge factor in contributing to negative body image. Comparing your body with your peer group can result in those negative thoughts going away unless they are finally dealt with. The group also demonstrates how social media creates negative body image and unrealistic expectations among people with comparing themselves to celebrities. Celebrities living to what seems to be the perfect lifestyle is totally different than individuals who compare themselves to these celebrities because they aren't living even close to the same type of life or doing the same type of things as these celebrities are. It is not mandatory for women to have social media accounts. The negative body image can make a woman regret all the decisions she has made in her life. If a woman wants to alleviate stress, she shouldn't have social media and she should just focus on the important things, her career and her family. If celebrities are bragging about their body image, that just means they feel insecure about their image. They want the feeling of satisfaction, and they only accept compliments and negate all insults. When they do this, I view them as being artificial and not genuine. The warrant he provided for this contention was, the evidence is important in supporting my claim, because the first being that the study in which the article examines explains that women do in fact negatively compare themselves to their peers and celebrities, resulting in negative body image. Secondly, social media being an outlet for celebrities to post daily about their what seems to be perfect life does in fact result in people looking at their accounts having unrealistic expectations. Scrolling through photos on any social media platform and comparing oneself with how others or live their lives will most likely result in negative body language or unrealistic expectations, as proven among females in this survey. With that being said, social media causes more harm than good. In this warrant, he regurgitated the evidence in his previous statement. He's not rephrasing it. I agree that women feel insecure about their body image. But guys do too. They don't make it as obvious as girls do. Guys also feel intimidated when they see posts on social media that show their peers having a more lavish lifestyle than they do. I will refute that my arguments are stronger than my opponents. I provided more evidence from different sources. I paraphrased the main points when delivering my warrant. I defined words that pertained more to the debate topic. I provided criteria while my opponent did not. For these reasons, my speech is stronger and more convincing than my opponent's. Thank you.